Hello, on today I'm going to answer some of the questions in the part B of the lesson in the kind of like lessons called The Power of Vulnerability. So this is introduced by Brené Brown. First, we're going to answer 4 different questions that we're going to have in the part B, this short answer question. So first, move on to the number 6 question. Why does Brené Brown describe shame as a fear of disconnection? Firstly, we know that there are shame as a fear of disconnection. What does this mean? So, because shame is a feeling that we're unworthy of love belong, which means fear rejection and acceptance from others. So, because of shame is a feeling that we feel unworthy. We feel like we don't belong here. We feel that we don't have the price. We don't have any cause, and we're like unworthy of anything. For example, love and belonging of other people. That which made us feel rejection. Like we feel rejection from the other. We feel that we're not living in this world anymore. We're not actually we're not a person who live in this world. We're not meant to be living in the world. Disconnected from others, which is we feeling your disconnection out, which means that you are left out of each other. You're not living here like other people. When you're feeling yourself left out and you feel rejection from the other side and disconnected with the other. So some more to some question. How does vulnerability relate to joy, creativity, and belonging according to Brown? Firstly, vulnerability allows choices and creativity belongs because being open and real helps us connect deeper and express yourself fully. Vulnerability allows choose joy because sometimes when you see about a lot of people pretending themselves, they have joy. We're pretending themselves they have creativity. We're pretending themselves belonging into this world. Some people pretend they are, but for true, they did not. And sometimes vulnerability allows the true joy, creatively, and belong because being open and real us help us to connect in the world, help us to connect deeply and express ourselves fully. Moving on to 8 question. Explain the significance of wholehearted living in a research finding. Wholehearted living, it means embracing imperfection and living with courage, with passionate, and with perfection. It's living the courage, compassion, connection. It leads to a happier, more authentic life. So when we're saying about the wholehearted living, which when we're living, we don't actually need to be riches. We don't need to be rich. We don't need to express ourselves fully. But it means embracing imperfection with living. When you're embracing yourself, which is a perfect living, what makes us being live? It doesn't mean that you need to work really hard, and suddenly over your minds. You don't actually need to be rich. You don't actually need to be lots of money to be living. You don't actually need to be having a big, huge house, expensive cars, tons of money, expensive bedrooms, any rooms that you have. This is not the kind of living that we want. We are living, we embracing the imperfection of living with the courage to actually believe in yourself, the compassion. You can believe in this, you can passion with it, you're passionate about this, which is living. You're living in how you feel with your living. For example, you feel the courage, you are willing to actually live in this world. Compassion, when you're passionate about your world, you believe in your world that is actually true. When you're connecting both with the world and nature, for example, you connect with nature, and your own houses, and your own living, and the other person. That's how living actually works. It's to happier, more authentic life. So first, we move on to the last question. How does practicing compassion towards oneself how it connects with the other? Firstly, practicing self-compassion helps us to accept our flaws, making us more understanding empathy, and towards the other, which can strengthen our connection. So when we are practicing self-compassion, helps us to accept it. When you are accepting our flaws or every connection or loves have, we rather connected. We rather accepting those things and we get more understanding and impacted to the other. We're more connected to others as well as being consider ourselves as also as human and connected to others towards the other with strengthen our own connection as well. That is how we're connected to people. This is my answer question. Thank you for listening and goodbye.